Hey everybody, Scott Walters, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's red hot topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for my final thought. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It's very important to stay close to the channel in these very, very tricky times. All right, folks, welcome to the channel. It's always an honor and a privilege to be with you. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up and strap in. I got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows and sunshine. We're just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. And folks, we got a massive issue unfolding right now in the U.S. housing market. And I always say the U.S. housing market, but I know this is a global bubble. So many other countries out there feeling the pain right now. Welcome to all the viewers here today. Welcome to all my viewers from around the world. If you are new, jump into the comments of the comment section of this channel. There are some incredibly smart people in the comments helping each other. Thank you everybody who participates in this channel. You are very, very appreciated. I hope you all know that, and I've spoken with many of you. So the reality is, friends, is we're headed for potentially the biggest liquidation sell-off in real estate ever recorded in world history. And the reason I believe that is, for one, we put ourselves in the biggest bubble ever produced in world history. And I always say that this one was produced. It wasn't just natural organic growth. Had it been natural and organic growth, we'd probably be having a much different channel here. But because this was an artificially produced bubble, that puts us in incredible risk. And it was really challenging because I know the wealth effect really swept through America, from free money to house appreciation to the stock market getting euphoric. The byproduct from this one, the hangover, is significant. And we're feeling it right now. It's unfolding right in front of us. So one of the things I do want to take the time to remind everybody of, if you just bought, it's not game over for you. I always try to help everybody, no matter where you're at in real estate. And I know right now, a lot of times we report on some of the, dangers and the warning signs, and sound the alarm and ring the bell to try to save people from making potentially the biggest financial mistake of their life, buying in the biggest bubble. But there's a lot of people, about 10 million, that just did that. And so this would probably be a hard video, or at least some of our previous videos, for them to watch, right? They would avoid us like the plague, I would imagine. But today I'm going to offer some solutions, hopefully that'll help anybody if you just bought as well, so you understand what's going on. If you're a regular watcher of the channel, this channel is mainly geared to build investors. I always say it's not as important to own where you live. It's just important to own. I believe the path to wealth is in real estate. 95% of all millionaires made their money in real estate. I love real estate. It's changed my life in many, many ways, and I absolutely love being a real estate professional. I always say, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, and I help people for free constantly, and I'm just in a great position to do that. So again, folks, what we're going to see is potentially the biggest sell-off ever recorded. We already have seen a lot of these new housing developments already bailing out of a lot of their projects, and any phases that were slated for construction have been halted. We'll be lucky if we can even deliver the ones under construction. There's a good chance builders might start pulling the plug on houses half built. We did see that in 2008, which is just the most recent bubble we can pull from. And this one's behaving very similar. The challenge with this bubble is that it's actually a little bigger. It grew quicker and bigger. And so that always needs to grab our attention. We have to acknowledge the elephant in the room. Anytime the market does that, it's going to be susceptible to do what previous bubbles have done. So that's in fact the case. So what we're potentially going to see, because of the brand new construction, the new homes, these developments that are now in a very, very vulnerable place, because they're about to deliver finished homes into a risen interest rate environment where a recession now is on people's minds more than racing out and getting under new payments. And cost to borrow money, everything is now about to really put that one in it's already in danger. So we're going to see this play out. We're going to see these houses start to get price cuts first. And unfortunately, if you live in or around these areas with existing construction, it's dragging your prices down as well. But hopefully you didn't use your house as an ATM machine and do cash out refis and start getting under new debt because you felt rich. A lot of people did, so they will get dragged into this mess as well. I think that, like I said, the first thing we have to do is just the first step of getting past a problem, acknowledge there's a problem. So I think we can all agree that that's a pretty big problem, right? So the second thing is, friends, is if that's you or if you know somebody who's eventually going to start having a hard time making their payment, it's going to be so hard in this bubble because the euphoria that took place. We've never seen a bubble where people went above and beyond asking price at the levels we saw this one. So people like put so much pressure to get the house only because there was a lack of supply. So the need became magnified. They like I always say, as a trained salesman, I know once you make up your mind to buy, you're buying, nothing's changing it. Once you write an offer, a lot of times as an agent, I know once I get you to write an offer on a property, now I can work with you because you're now motivated and we can start working forward. But unfortunately, a lot of people just went above and beyond reality to get these homes. So it's going to be really hard for them to potentially admit or let go of the home. It'll only get to the point where, you've basically, you have no choice and you accept the situation. Acceptance is always the answer to everything. So once these people accept the fact that, listen, this house is now a depreciated asset, I'm dragging it along for the ride, I can no longer hang on to it because my quality of life is suffering from being house poor. The reality is a lot of times people, that is such an emotional problem for them that they will just stop making their payments and just wait until eventually the property's foreclosed on. It's very important, if that's you or you think that's going to be you in the future, to contact your real estate agent immediately. Whoever helped you get that house, start with them. If you need help, there's always an email in the description of this video where you can reach out to us, and our team is national, so we can help you. But you really want to get your property on the market. Even if you think that you can't sell it for what you paid for it, you want to get offers on this house in writing, in place immediately, and just go to your bank with the offer showing this is what this house is now worth, and see if they'll accept it. A lot of times they will work with you. Banks are pretty tricky. They're going to try to, get as much money out of you as you can, make you pay for closing costs or any other fees they can tack on to these properties. But if you just simply say, hey, listen, this is what I can do, I got an offer for the house, if you want to accept it, we can move forward with this, and your agent will help you with this. It's called a short sale, and it's much less damaging than a foreclosure. If you've ever filled out an application to buy, rent, or do anything in life, it always asks you, have you had any evictions or foreclosures? It doesn't ask if you've had a short sale. So a short sale you'll recover from quicker. And again, this channel is always designed to be ahead of the curve, forward thinking, critical thinking, right? To understand, what's going on out there, to do it with a level head and not get too emotional. You don't want your highs to get too high or your lows to get too low. In final thoughts today, friends, we're headed for potentially the biggest liquidation sale ever seen in U.S. history through these brand new homes. It'll drag down neighboring homes with it, existing construction, just because a lot of people are very exposed there too. They don't have a lot of equity in these homes, so they can't absorb the type of downturns that maybe somebody that owns their house free and clear would. So I really want you to prepare for that. If you think you're going to be in trouble with your recent purchase, get ahead of the curve, contact your agent and let them know you'd like to see some offers for the house. And you maybe can go to the bank and just show this is what you got. Now listen, again, that might not be you yet, but I'm just telling you right now, all the brand new construction are brand new mortgages that bought in the height of a real estate bubble. So these will be, in fact, the areas that are going to potentially snowball the real estate market. We will be here to, like I said, my goal is to eventually, get you back out there and buy in an environment where nobody wants to do it because they're afraid, but a level head will always prevail. If you appreciate the content, I do want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. Social media links are in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with other channels I've appeared on that you might enjoy, as well as other offers from companies I think would help you. If you're watching from your television set today, another video is on your screen at this time for your convenience, along with an easy subscribe icon. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.